Hey, this is Carl, and welcome to another top 10 list. And for today's list, we are going to talk about Marvel related statues that is in production in 2022. So stay tuned. So, like I said in the intro, this will be a top 10 list of Marvel related characters that is in production this year, which is 2022. So I will not be talking about the Xmen since I've already made a separate list for that. I will not be talking about Wolverine and Spiderman related characters since I've also made a top 10 list for those characters. So today we're just going to talk anything Marvel related. I don't know how to categorize them. I think if I make it too specific, I could not make a proper top 10 list. So, making a top 10 Marvel list is much easier. So, let's start. At the 10th spot is we have this Human Torch. It's not every day we are gonna see a Human Torch statue, and this one is actually pretty good. And in my opinion, fire never really translate well into statue, but the mix of clear resin and paint made the fire on this Human Torch look okay and it's not forced. Also love how the fire slowly transitions into his costume. At number 9 is we have this Black Panther. I tend to not like Black Panthers due to I find him very easy to sculpt and that almost anybody can do him or sculpt him with a good art direction of course. But the base on this one kinda steals the show, but it works. The sculpt on Black Panther looks great. I love the textures of course. Only wish he has those patterns from the MCU or the Marvel Cinematic Universe Black Panther, so it can add more details to him besides the dotted textures. I really did consider getting this Black Panther but decided to pass last minute. I love the date this Moon Knight was revealed. It was actually very close to the trailer revealed of the Moon Knight TV series from Disney Plus. I think it kind of works to their advantage. They also added in the MCU portrait after the trailer was released, which was a good thing in my opinion. This is very similar to the Black Panther before it, and they can be interchangeable from the number 8 and number 9 spot, to be honest. Love the sculpt on this Moon Knight and of course the base. Would love to see the prototype on this. Hope they do a pearl white kind of paint, similar to XM. Won't be a top 10 list without a Caleb Nefzen sculpt. So at number 7 is we have this museum type Doctor Doom by Caleb Nefzen. And this is actually his second Doctor Doom in his portfolio, since the first one he did was on a throne and that was produced by RCB, the infamous scam group. Anyway, I love the base they use in this museum type statue. Small footprint but still tells a lot of story. Sculpt on Doctor Doom himself is also amazing. Simple but majestic. Definitely better than Sideshow's Doctor Doom that was sculpted by Daniel Bell. Next at number 6 is we have this museum type or Bowen inspired Silver Surfer. This is the Bowen statue but in 1/4 or quarter scale with the added power effects. The Bowen one looks pretty good, so the quarter scale version looks pretty damn good as well. I was supposed to pre-order this but decided last minute to cancel and go for the surfers from my favorite studio. Since I bought two of the same surfer from my studio, one is chrome and one is black. So thanks for staying and reaching number 5 of the top 10 list. And at number 5 is we have this very classy Daredevil. This is coming from my favorite Spider-Man group. Sculpt looks amazing, it's very clean and classy. This is probably gonna be one of the best custom Daredevil around. My heart still belongs to Iron Studios' Daredevil though, but this one sits in second. At number 4 is we have again another Silver Surfer, and is also part of my most anticipated custom statues of 2022. Ever since the reveal, I know I was gonna buy this Silver Surfer, so I did. Probably gonna ship Q3 or Q4 this year. I'm very excited to get him. Also gonna be my first statue from that studio. Finally, we are on the top 3, and for the third spot is we have the King of the Sea, Namor. Love the sculpt on this guy, everything just looks nice. If I didn't have that Phoenix Namor behind me, I would have pre-ordered this one for sure. But I just decided to mod that Namor behind me and turn him into a similar Namor as this one. Anyway, nonetheless, this Namor is gonna be awesome once prototype is revealed. At the second spot is we have this Drax. Wanted to pre-order this back then because I am collecting Guardians of the Galaxy characters. There's actually Rocket behind me, but I think it's not visible in the angle of the camera. But I decided to just pause and wait for the other studio to finish their line. But I think they are canceling it like the rest of their other lines which I was supposed to collect. Anyway, might consider getting this one now to accompany my Rocket. And finally, at number 1 is we have this museum type Thor. Love everything about this statue, simple base and doesn't need a lot of space to display. Great anatomy on Thor, great details and textures. Thor looks very majestic and it should be. This was easily sold out within the group. Glad I got the pre-order. Now my hand for a damn good Thor is finished. And next is Loki. So that's the end of my top 10 list of Marvel related characters in production this 2022. But there's actually a lot more Marvel related characters that is in production that's not related to Wolverine, the Xmen, or Spider-Man. And I will definitely make a different top 10 list to showcase those other Marvel related characters that's in production. So tell me down in the comments below on what you think of this top 10 list, and maybe you can tell me your top 10 list so I could check it out and maybe get some inspiration on who to add on my second top 10 Marvel related characters list. Like and subscribe. This is Carl and see you in the next one.